Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente. Que lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Dímelo, mi gente. Y'all already know, baby. Teofimo Lopez versus Jermaine Ortiz, February 8th, Mandalay Bay. 2 more days to go. Press conference in an hour or so. Press conference in an hour or so. Weigh in tomorrow. Fight on Thursday. Free TV, ESPN, Top Rank. Let's go. Let's go. Drama, though. You know, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, he got to make something controversy. You know, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, the two division, morally undisputed, 2-division lineal champion. Oh man, he gotta give a little controversial. He gotta make a little bit of drama out of this. Each and every time he's about to step aside that ring, he gotta make some headlines up in this. Yeah. People mad. Espera, let me get hype. ¿Qué está bebiendo ustedes? ¿Qué está bebiendo? La Mama Juana today. La Mama Juana. Hey, let's go. Vamos a hablar de boxeo today. ¡Ay! ¡Tanquillao! Los boricua, tanquillao. Los boricua, tanquillao. Mira, nene, está encabrona. Ay, guerra. DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música. Yanketing. Woo. Open the building. What's good, y'all? What's good? Everybody in the chat, what's good? Smash that like button like you smash your shorty. Smash the like if you would smash your shorty. Let's go, baby. Rob in the building. What's good, man? Gonzalez in the building. What's good? Joe in the building. What's good? Karate Kid in the building. Let's go without the Mr. Miyagi. Easy ball, pause. Leo in the building. Albert, one of the members of Punch de Ronqueo Boxeo. If you want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, you already know. Go, just, you know what I'm saying? Join, hit the pin, the message in the pin. Join and become a member. Let's go. You already know. The takeover is still. Albert said, the takeover is still. The takeover is now. The takeover is forever. He got no friends. He got no filter. Teofimo Lopez is ready to go. Hey, yo. Tanquilla los puertorriqueños. Oh, I see it on Twitter. I see it on YouTube. Mira, nene. Ponce Dronqui. Pero tú viste lo que están diciendo, Teofimo López, tijito. ¿Qué tú vas a decir de esa vaina, bro? Ah, mira, cabrón, ese cabrón yo era fanático de. Y mira lo que dijo. Di que Surel Matías. Ah, di que una porquería. Y di que los puertorriqueños le ganan a todos los puertorriqueños, que eso no sé qué. ¿Y eso? Nosotros los puertorriqueños en Nueva York apoyarnos a ese tigre. ¿Qué está pasando con ese tigre? Bro. Chacho, bro. Oh, man, they tight. Let's get right into it. Because a lot of people acting emotional. They acting emotional. You know what I'm saying? Did Teofimo Lopez pulled a Bernard Hopkins yesterday on Pro Box TV. Shout out to Pro Box TV. Everybody in the crew, Paulie Mananaji. Did Teofimo Lopez pull the Bernard Hopkins? before fighting Trinidad. I'm saying like this. Teofimo Lopez ain't not doing no flag down. That right here, that was disrespectful. Now, this right here was not disrespecting the fighters. This was about disrespecting the island, the people, Boricua, Puerto Rico, Carolina, San Juan, Bayamón, Aguadilla, everybody. This right here was the ultimate. Bernard Hopkins had to run away, run out the island, man. He could have got shot, killed, stabbed, everything. Teofimo Lopez ain't do that. So relax, my friend. Relax, okay? Relax. I know that the Puerto Rican fan base is one of the most passionate fan base of all the sports. I'm gonna say it like this: the UK fan base, the Mexico, the Irish, Puerto Ricans. And the most passionate. When we're talking about in America, we're talking about this side of the pond. The Puerto Rican, the Mexicans are the most loyal, most supportive boxing fans there is. Yo, how many times I gotta tell y'all that I never heard a pop in Madison Square Garden? I've been to every event in Madison Square Garden. I've been to the circus in Madison Square Garden. I've been to WWE, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, a Monday Night Raw, when The Rock the Rock, the Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, then the pop. I heard every pop. I've been in college basketball, the NCAA. I've been to the Knicks games. I've been to the Rangers games. I've been to the St. John's, Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? PSAL. You know what I'm saying? I've been to every event in Madison Square Garden, and I never heard a pop that when Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor fought. I never heard that loud in my life. Never heard it that loud. Even the Harlem Globetrotters, I never heard it loud like Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, because when the Puerto Rican crowd and the Irish crowd mix, but even just the Puerto Rican crowd, they take over the sport of boxing. And not take over the sport of boxing, but especially in the East Coast, they take over. The Mexican and the Puerto Rican fan base are the most loyal fan base of all of boxing in this. Well, now I'm going to say all of boxing, but of this side of the pond, the Puerto Ricans support. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo. Jackie. Tanquilla la gente, Jackie. They mad. Jackie. Yeah. The Puerto Ricans are calling me Pochadronque. Mira, nene, you know this guy. I just went to the liquor store, got me some little drink to drink. Huh? One of the Puerto Ricans that he be out in front of the Puerto Rican store. Y'all already know, man. Shout out to the Puerto Rican in front of the liquor store. You know, he be strung out and stuff like that. But he's a funny dude. He be like, mira, papi. Mira, I was listening to Teofimo Lopez. I know that you a fan of Teofimo Lopez, Pochadronque, right? Do you? Ese nene está encambronado. I hooked up my phone into the phone, and I had the Wi-Fi, and then I was tuning into an interview. Ese nene está encambronado. You know what he said? What he said, papi? Can you give me $2? You know what I'm saying? I left my wallet at home in the shelter. Can you give me $2? Toma. What happened? Dime, Tito, ¿qué está pasando? Dime, ¿qué tú dijiste de Teofimo Lopez? Oh, that guy, man. He said that he could be any Puerto Rican. But why he going to say that? If he knows in Nueva York, in New York City, we the Puerto Rican are the people that support him more than everybody else. ¿Y qué le está pasando a ese tigre? What happened? No good. ¿Qué tanto cabrón? ¿Qué está pasando con ese nene? Si lo estamos soportando a ese tigre. Tú sabes que Honduras es bonito y la gente son bonitas, pero no hay muchos puertorriqueños, no como son los puertorriqueños. Tú sabes, los fanáticos de Teofimo López en Nueva York son los puertorriqueños, los latinos pues son los puertorriqueños. Ya tú sabes, ni cómo va a decir ese muchacho que los puertorriqueños no pelean bueno y le puede ganar todito así, ¿no? Nada la idea. Manteca. Let's go. $2 with a $2 super chat. Con los 2 pesos de plátano maduro. Tú sabes que a los puertorriqueños les gustan los plátanos maduros. No les gustan los green, les gustan los yellow. Let's go. Ella B's beard. How real is Tio versus Bud fight? Absolutely real. Real, my friend. It's real. He said, Jackie said, somebody profile name is Ella B's beard. Shout out to Ella B's ear, to beard, nose. I seen Ella B's nose before too. Manteca, 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 manteca. Mira, papi, no lo. I like it, tío. But the thing that he say, I don't understand. I don't understand. Mira, si él tiene problema con Subriel Matias, porque yo sé de boxeo. I know. I've been watching boxing my whole life, Punch. I've been watching boxing. We have Tito Trinidad, Hector Camacho, tú sabes, nene. Y Coro. ¿Cómo él va a decir que le gana a los puertorriqueños? Pero mira, nene, mira, Tito. He's talking about the Puerto Ricans now. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all know Latino Unidos right here, Punch Run Boxing. You know, I support everybody in the sport of boxing, but of course the culture. Y'all already know I'm New York City, so we Dominican Puerto Ricans deep up in here, right? We understand that Puerto Rican boxing, let's be real. Puerto Rican boxing today is not the same. Let's be real, let's be honest. The Puerto Rican fan base is still outside of Amanda Serrano, because Amanda Serrano is hold. I'm gonna tell you like this: out of all the fighters in the sport of boxing right now, Amanda Serrano is the one that's holding the Puerto Rican fan base on lock. Beautiful 7th Division World Champion, the Manny Pacquiao women boxing, the real Guo. Amanda Serrano was trying to hold it down. But una reina, Puerto Rican boxing need a king. Am I right or wrong? We had the Hector Camacho. We had the Tito Trinidad. We had Miguel Cotto, and then we all know that Puerto Rican boxing right now is at its lowest point that we could remember. Before that, we have Wilfred Benitez. Let's be real. So I know there's people emotional right now. I see the tweets. You know how many people I've seen that says, I used to be a Teofimo Lopez fan, but after he said that, fuck that motherfucker. But hold up, let's pump the brakes. Danny Medina in the building. Danny in the building. Okay. Pump the brakes. I know, and you know, that Puerto Rican boxing today is not even close to what it used to be. Puerto Rican is still finding that guy, that fighter, that guerrero, that warrior, that boricua. And I think they finally found it with Subriel Matias. But even Subriel Matias, outside of him coming up in front of the Puerto Rican fan base, but as a guy that know that now he's a name that everybody knows now in the sport of boxing, not outside of the sport of boxing, he still have not had that homecoming fight, that Madison Square Garden, that Barclays Center, that Puerto Rican in which they planned to have Subriel Matias versus Liam Parot. But let's be real. The Puerto Ricans don't know if he is the guy yet. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Subriel Matias is going to be 32 years old next week. Not next week, next month. They want Subriel Matias to be their guy, because if Subriel Matias is not the guy, let's be real, let's be honest, I don't think that the Puerto Rican people have the confidence that Edgar Berlanga is the next Puerto Rican star. Am I right or wrong? Vamos a hablar de verdad de boxeo ahora mismo. Is Edgar Berlanga the Puerto Rican fighter that the Puerto Ricans are going to be like, yes, he is our guy? Yes or no? Vamos a hablar de verdad o quiere hablar mentira? Is Edgar Berlanga the guy? Yes or no? Come on. Because we're going to unpack this. Ricardo con la bandera de Puerto Rico dijo, no. He said, get the fuck out of here, man. Como Canelo Álvarez le dijo a Demis André. Edgar Berlanga, no. Los puertorriqueños están diciendo, no, I don't care if he bring Fight Joe. I don't care if he bring McMills. I don't give a damn about Daddy Yankee. He's Christian already. I don't care if he brings Bad Bunny. No, Edgar Berlanga, no. Bronx OG said Berlanga is trash. Boogeyman Boxer says, no, no, and no again. Split Wig says, nah, bruh. Boogeyman Boxer said, nah, bruh. Eric Gomez said, nah, bruh. Nobody's saying yes. AJ in the building. Nobody's saying yes. Okay, so let's scratch. Let's Shadow Ghost in the building said, dude sensitive as F. Shout out to my brother Shadow Ghost. Go Bori said, hey yo, dude sensitive as F. I love my people's Puerto Rican flag. Y'all already know, but we currently don't have any Tito Trinidad, Cotto, Wilfred Gomez, Benitez, tight fighters today. So I'm not going emotional about the truth. That's a Puerto Rican guy right there. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. Shout out, salute, Shadow. Huh? Y'all already know, man. You already know. Shout out to Shadow. Is Xander Zayas the guy? Because to be honest, I don't think that the Puerto Ricans is like, yeah, Xander Zayas is going to be the next. Maybe he hasn't had that type of statement. His last 2 bouts was good, but I just don't think that he's making that type of statement as being like, yo, Boricua, yo. I don't see it. I'm from New York, so when I know the Puerto Ricans is invested in the fighter, I know. And let me tell you like this: the Puerto Ricans in New York are more invested with Teofimo Lopez. I'm gonna tell you right here, because I know that the best fan base in Puerto Rican boxing in America is New York City, my city. So I know, I feel the pulse. I'm firsthand feeling the pulse of the Puerto Rican fan base in New York City. And let me tell you like this: Teofimo Lopez is the one that holds down the Puerto Ricans in New York. Yes, Teofimo Lopez got more Puerto Rican fans in New York City currently than Subriel Matias, Xander Zayas, Edgar Balanga. Am I lying? Yes or no? Dime. Si estoy hablando mentira, mi gente. Estoy hablando mentira. Teofimo Lopez, and the reason why there's other Puerto Ricans that are tight, that are mad about Teofimo Lopez statements. And let me play the statement right now. Dr. Mofongo in the building. Dr. Mofongo! Tú sabes, Dr. Mofongo. Yo estaba en casa de Mofongo el otro día in 184th and St. Nick. Comiendo mofongo. I haven't eaten mofongo in a long time, but not comiendo mofongo. What's good? Hold on. Let's play the clip. Let's play the clip that a lot of Puerto Ricans are tight. Let's play the clip, y'all.
Subriel Matias, no one knew about him until he started calling me out. He's the most softest fighter in the division. He's one-dimensional to the point with Puerto Ricans, man, I tear they butt up.
Hey, yo, pause.
Puerto Ricans are easy to beat. And I don't care if the Puerto Ricans feel some type of way.
It was good.
Este puertorriqueño te va a odiar y el mundo se va a reír de ti.
Woo! Hey, yo. Pause. Except for Josué Vargas, que ese le gusta el hombre. Josué Vargas, el puertorriqueño, ese tigre that made Puerto Rican boxing even look worse. Let's be real. I know. Cuando ustedes estaban viendo a Josué Vargas con un hombre que tiene un bicho mamándole bicho, I know. That was this last year, 2023, was, if anybody ever heard of a downfall, that was the biggest downfall. Josué Vargas getting his pee-pee blown up by a bearded guy looking like Braun Strowman from WWE. Josué Vargas heard Teofimo Lopez say that. He said, "You beat what? You beat who?" Hold on. Hey, yo, let's play it again. While people mad. Let's play it again. Hold on.
Subriel Matias, no one knew about him until he started calling me out. He's the most softest fighter in the division. He's one-dimensional to the point with Puerto Ricans, man, I tear they butt up.
Hey, yo, pause.
Puerto Ricans are easy to beat. And I don't care if the Puerto Ricans feel some type of way.
It was good.
Este puertorriqueño te va a odiar y el mundo se va a reír de ti.
Hey yo, Josue Vargas was listening to that interview, and when Tio said, "Man, I'll tear that butt up," he was like, "Oh." Josue Vargas embarrassed Puerto Rican boxing. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Puerto Rican boxing been on the downfall, but it can't go lower than that. And Josue Vargas, man, you embarrassed the Puerto Rican boxing. You embarrassed it. It can't go lower than that. Am I right or wrong? Huh? So when when I first heard Teofimo Lopez said that, I said, I mean, he is soft. Like, yo, I mean, like the poster boy. Hey, yo, who's the poster boy soft boxer in boxing? Is a Puerto Rican named Josue Vargas. Let's be real. Come on. I know. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's the truth. Is the truth. He said, this is the Tio fan. No, this is boxing, bro. Come on, Edwin. So you ain't going. So you a Josue Vargas fan, huh? you getting mad because I'm saying the truth? I don't understand. Like, yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Come on, man. Am I right or wrong? It's Puerto Rican boxing at the lowest it's ever been. Huh? It's Puerto Rican boxing as low as has ever been. And when you think about soft, you think about Josue Vargas. Either he's soft as a fighter or he got soft ass cheeks, loose ass butt cheeks. You remember his brother crying? Yo! Come on, hey yo. Come on, we ain't never seen a sibling like that cry like that. Just because your man lost. Hey yo, come on, man. I don't know, but anyway, let's unpack this. let's unpack this, y'all. Let's unpack this. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Is Teofimo Lopez telling the truth? Is Teofimo Lopez just promoting? Is Teofimo Lopez, because I'm gonna tell you like this. You ever heard the saying, like, you know, when your friend or your brother, your sister, somebody that you got a personal friendship, fellowship, sometimes the truth hurts. And sometimes people ain't ready for the truth, right? So I put it like this. When I heard Teofimo Lopez said that, I said, damn, hey, yo, the Puerto Rican fan base is going to turn on them. They're going to turn on them like, damn. And I know that interview was it started off talking about Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias already listened to what Teofimo Lopez had to say, and that's why he said in the end that he's going to knock out Teofimo Lopez and he's going to embarrass him and make him look like a clown. Hey, those are fighters. Fighters could trash talk all they want. Tio and Subriel Matias should be trash talking each other, whatever. There's going to be a big fight if it ever happens in Madison Square Garden, New York City. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez got a lot of, he's New York bred, got a lot of fans in New York City, especially the Puerto Rican fan base. And Subriel Matias is this newfound hero for them. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be a big fight later this year, or maybe 2025 June, Puerto Rican Day Parade. I think it's gonna be a huge fight. Okay, let the fighters trash talk. But in reality, see, I know how to like read between the lines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the way that he said it is like, damn, hey, yo, damn, you saying that you could beat if Teofimo Lopez said, I beat every fighter. Isn't that how a fighter's supposed to think? If Teofimo Lopez says, I'll beat every white fighter. I mean, people was mad when Devin Haney said that no white boy could beat me. So people was mad. So then Keith Thurman last week said that no Mexican, that Mexican style, slow feet, come forward, slow feet, like Tim Tszyu, that Mexican style. And a lot of Mexicans got mad at Keith and Tom Thurman just this past week. Now Teofimo Lopez says that Puerto Rican, that Puerto Ricans is easy to beat. If we're talking about, and I think that a lot of people that's mad is because right away, a lot of people turn emotional. I understand, because when I first heard, I'm like, Diablo, Tio. But the reason why people turn emotional right quick is because when Teofimo Lopez said I beat any Puerto it's easy to be Puerto Rican, or I beat any Puerto Rican easy, whatever. Right away, you thought about Trinidad. Right away, you thought about Hector Camacho. Right away, you thought about Cotto. But in reality, what Puerto Rican fighter right now could beat Teofimo Lopez? Now, of course, this newfound fan of Subriel Matias, you're going to rock with Subriel Matias because he's Puerto Rican. But just last year, ain't nobody was talking about Subriel Matias. I'm not talking about 2023. I'm talking about even early 2023 or 2022. Ain't nobody was talking about Subriel Matias. I've been in this community for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And when we talking about the 140-pound division, we was talking about Regis. We was talking about Taylor. We talked about Tio moving up. Ryan Garcia moving up. Devin Haney moving up. People rarely talked about Subriel Matias. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because now I know there's a fan base, and now all of a sudden everybody got this. Oh, Subriel Matias. Even when Subriel Matias, God rest his soul, killed the man in the ring, and rest in peace, the Japanese fighter that died. My condolences go out to his family and things of that nature. I don't want to be, disingenuous and stuff like that. But for y'all to understand what I'm talking about, there was not a lot of Subriel Matias fans. There was never a debate or somebody, let's debate about who wins or who wins in this. Even when Subriel Matias fought in the undercard of Teofimo Lopez and Nakatani, when he killed a man in the ring, rest in peace again, nobody still was talking about Subriel Matias. And I think it's this, that the Puerto Rican fan base, and I love the Puerto Rican fan base. I'm going to say it like this. I'm from New York. When the Puerto Ricans fight, man, I'm just as much as a Puerto Rican and Dominican. Those are my peoples. Latinos are my people. I support it. And this is what I've been saying. If you look at my channel, look how I've been supporting Xander Zayas, Amanda Serrano, the Queen, even Edgar Belanga, Edgar Belanga. Go check my videos in the past. I've been waiting for this Puerto Rican star. But I didn't even think of Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias is going to be 32 years old next month. If I look at his resume, it's nobody in his resume. So now I know that it's more hype because the Puerto Rican fans are desperate for a Puerto Rican fighter. I know that. The Puerto Rican fan base is desperate for a king. They already got their queen in Amanda Serrano, but they need that Trinidad. They need the fix. They need that drug right now. It's like they're starving. Is it Xander? I don't know. He's still young in 154-pound division. I don't think that Xander could beat Bud. I don't think that Xander could beat Charlo. I don't know if he could beat Tim Tszyu. I don't think it could be Fundura. I don't know. Xander Zayas is too young. Edgar Belanga. I don't know. Edgar Belanga can't beat Canelo. Edgar Belanga can't beat David Benavidez. I don't think he's the guy. Subriel Matias, I mean, he killed the guy. So maybe is Teofimo Lopez talking about today's Puerto Rican fighters? Because that's how I'm looking at it. I know Teofimo Lopez loves the Puerto Rican fan base because he knows the Puerto Rican fan base hold him down. But also we know that this is boxing. And also he understands that now the Puerto Ricans found that fighter in Subriel Matias. The guy that was holding down the Puerto Rican fan base in New York City was Teofimo. Ask any Puerto Ricans that is in the sport of boxing on the East Coast when Teofimo Lopez come out here and fight. And shout out to Honduras. I'm not pushing Honduras to the side. It's all Latinos. But the Puerto Rican fan base is the most loyal boxing fan base in America outside of the Mexicans. And Tio got New York ties. Tio is, you could mistake Tio as a Puerto Rican, as a Dominican, as he just a lot of Latinos support Teofimo Lopez, but the Puerto Ricans support boxing more than the Dominicans, more than Colombians, Ecuadorians, Honduran. So a lot of people, especially in New York, identify Teofimo Lopez more as the Puerto Rican because right now, as of late, the Puerto Rican hasn't had that fighter. They haven't had that fighter. And now that the Puerto Ricans found that fighter, now is, hi, Tio, I was rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? You my dog. You represented Latinos and stuff like that. But we got our own now. We got our own. You know what I'm saying? That's like a stepdad. And the real dad was in jail, and the stepdad was taking care of you. But here comes the dad, the biological dad. He did his bid. He's coming out of jail. He coming back home. And now that's my daddy. Ese es mi papá. But you give props to your stepdad because he took care of business. He still looked out for you. He still clothed you. He still gave you money. He still molded you and helped raise you. But then but the real dad is coming out of jail. That's Super Matias. You understand? So now the Puerto Ricans got the whole hometown hero. Teofimo Lopez, see that? Oh shit. Because when I perform in New York, it's all about me. When I perform, this is Tio talking. When I'm in New York, it's all about me. It's all about Latino, Tio, New York, Brooklyn, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Mexicans, Peruvian, everybody. But now, Teofimo Lopez is like, yo, wow, now Super Matias come all of a sudden, and now the Puerto Ricans are the one is throwing me to the side. Y'all was effing with me. So now, maybe Teofimo Lopez is being a good promoter. And as we know, Teofimo Lopez knows how to promote. Teofimo Lopez knows how to create chaos. Let's also not forget that Jermaine Ortiz is half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. So now he fights in 2 days. The talks is Jermaine Ortiz versus Teofimo Lopez. And maybe after this fight is maybe Matias versus Teofimo Lopez. I'm going to get you to watch this fight. I mean, I've done everything right in the sport of boxing. Teofimo Lopez has done everything right. He's fought the best in 135. He's fought the best in 140. And put it this way, he's calling out the best in 147. Ain't nobody calling out no Bud Crawford. Nobody calling out Bud Crawford outside of Bruce Ennis. Ain't nobody in boxing calling out Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez been calling out Bud Crawford since the summer of last year like this. Oh, no, he crazy. No, he crazy. Yeah, y'all thought he was crazy versus Lomachenko. Y'all thought he was crazy when he was calling out Josh Taylor. Now he crazy. He's always going to be crazy to y'all. And he's probably going to keep on proving y'all wrong. Teofimo Lopez, as a fighter, is in the right state of mind. And if anybody been around fighters, at this time, they chippy. And if you've seen Teofimo Lopez, every time that he's about to step into a fight, he's chippy. So it's F the world. It's F the world right now. Hey, yo, Teofimo Lopez is basically saying F to Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero was like his best friend in boxing. You 140, F you. Put it that way. Whoever's standing in my way. All the Puerto Rico, y'all got y'all Puerto Rico, y'all got Super Matias, now y'all turning on me. F you too. Hey, yo, F y'all. Bud Crawford, he's your great fighter, man. I want to fight him. Devin Haney, F you. Tank, F you. Ryan, F you. Hey, yo, I'm a fighter, man. Ain't no friends in boxing. Let's go. Maybe that's what it is. Do y'all respect that? Do y'all respect that? Let's not forget, it was Teofimo Lopez that gave Super Matias a contract, not the other way around. Let's not forget about that. It was Super Matias called Teofimo Lopez cobarde, and that cobarde gave him a contract, and that Super Matias dijo, I'm not ready, my huh? I'm not ready, tío. I'm not ready. Okay, maybe in June, April, March, I'm not ready. I ain't not ready, okay? ¿Y por qué tú me llamaste cobarde, pues? Because I didn't know you was going to give me a contract right now, diablo. Let's be real. One thing you can't question is that Teofimo Lopez, you'll fight anybody. How many fighters we have like that in the sport of boxing? How many fighters like that we have in the sport of boxing that wants to smoke? Huh? Somebody was telling me, hey, yo, Punch, How many fighters took a fight within the 2 months? He just fought in November, and the fight is going to be in February. I said, really? What about Canelo Alvarez after he fought Year Gym? That was like two months and change. 2 months in a week or 2 weeks to fight unification bout versus Billy Joe Saunders. What about Julio Cesar Chavez in 1993 and 1994? He fought 6 times in within 12 months, and he fought Medrick Taylor. He fought Frankie Randall twice, and he fought Pernell Whitaker. I seen it before in the sport of boxing. What about Andy Ruiz? It took him 5 weeks after prior to fighting Anthony Joshua. He just finished fighting a guy. 5 weeks, and he became heavyweight champion of the world, the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. I don't want to hear no excuses. You called the man cobarde. I suggest you step up. I don't want to hear no. I know ready. Oh, espera. Wait a minute. Let me arreglar la mano. No. No me vean con eso. No me vean con eso. I respect Subriel Matias. And when I kept on telling y'all, I seen Subriel Matias after the fight in the Mandalay Bay. In the David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andre. I took a pick and I said, yo, that's the way you got to do it. Call him out. That's the way. Así mismito, te necesitamos en Nueva York. And when Teofimo Lopez and his team sent him that contract, I was like, yeah. And let's not forget, it was Subriel Matias that disclosed that. It wasn't Tio. It was Subriel Matias that took it to IG and disclosed that they sent him a contract. What happened? But cool. You started with Matchroom Boxing. You're going to get a Liam Peru in Puerto Rico. Great. And then after that, get Richardson Hitchens in September or November in Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden. Boom. Gavinate the Puerto Rican fans. And then 2025 Puerto Rican Day Parade. We got the unification bout between Subriel Matias and Teofimo Lopez. Going to be bigger than ever and stuff like that. It's going to be shooting off the roof. Everybody going to be celebrating. It's going to be the biggest event in boxing since Oscar de la Hoya and Tito Trinidad. Hell yeah. I said it. Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez, Madison Square Garden, 2025 Puerto Rican Day Parade will be like Tito Trinidad versus Oscar de la Hoya. That's how big it is. And maybe Teofimo Lopez is already getting the ball rolling. Let me tell you like this, in boxing, we know with the little island of Puerto Rico, there's more Puerto Rican fans. They're just going to come out. Let's be real. Puerto Rican fans are going to come out. Shout out to Honduras. La bandera de Honduras. Pero de verdad, vamos a hablar de verdad. Honduras, más hondureño. Puerto Rican's going to come out. Maybe Teofimo Lopez could do for Honduras what Manny Pacquiao did to the Philippines, because before that, Philippines wasn't a real boxing country. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Teofimo Lopez is getting the ball rolling. And at least as fans, we should appreciate that. I don't think that Subriel Matias is that emotional about his statement. He did an interview yesterday. Look, I'm going to play it again. Listen to what Subriel Matias is saying. He's just like another fighter. He's answering the bell. He's answering to it, getting him riled up. You know, you feel me?
Subriel Matias, no one knew about him until he started calling me out. He's the most softest fighter in the division. He's one-dimensional to the point with Puerto Ricans, man, I tear they butt up.
Hey, yo, pause.
Puerto Ricans are easy to beat. And I don't care if the Puerto Ricans feel some type of way.
It was good.
Este puertorriqueño te van a odiar y el mundo se va a reír de ti.
Let me give you another thing. Again, Teofimo Lopez family. It's just as much as Puerto Ricans as Honduras. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Look, this is when they go to Puerto Rico. Hold on, give me.
De la WO, Teofimo Lopez, que se acuerden siempre, estamos con la WO para siempre. ¡Que viva Puerto Rico, papá!
Always showing love to Puerto Rico. Teofimo Lopez, the Lopez family always show love to Puerto Rico. You know why? Because they also understand that their fan base, as much as, you know, they're proud of Honduran, but in boxing, they know that the Puerto Rican fan base has held them down in New York City and Puerto Rico, and you know what I'm saying, Puerto Ricans, they held them down. Latinos have held Teofimo Lopez down, so I understand why people may be like, hey, yo, why Teofimo Lopez is saying that? But let's be real, let's be honest, though. Where's your Puerto Rican? Did he lie about that he'll beat any Puerto Rican easy? I do think that Subriel Matias is one-dimensional. If Tio struggled with Sandor and Prime Camacho, Low Nose Boxer con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique, El Boricua, Low Nose Boxer said if Tio struggled with Sandor, a Prime Camacho would box circles around him. I forgave B-Hop, so I forgive Tio. He better crush Ortiz or unacceptable. Okay, and this is what I said earlier, Low Nose Boxing. I said earlier that that when you heard Teofimo Lopez, when some people heard Teofimo Lopez, the first thing that people was thinking about is Camacho, is Cotto, is Trinidad. No. When he's saying that I'll beat any Puerto Rican easy, who are the Puerto Ricans right now that's going to challenge Teofimo Lopez? We already know that he's talking about Subriel Matias. But what are the other Puerto Ricans? Are there any Wilfred Gomez, Wilfred Benitez, Camacho, Tito Trinidad, Cotto wandering around and boxing right now? Low Nose Boxing? Is any of them wandering around in boxing right now? So is he saying something that we know? Hey, yo, let's be real, man. There's even more. Hey, yo, I'm Dominican, and I know that Puerto Rican boxing is more historically, you know what I'm saying, got lenient, like got legacy, the Puerto Rican boxing. And last year, there was more Dominican champions than Puerto Rico. That shit is like, wow. And I'm Dominican. That's how bad Puerto Rican boxing is right now. That there was more Dominicans, more Dominican champions than Puerto Rico. So when he's saying, hey, yo, maybe the Puerto Rican fighters today is not like they was yesterday. Let's be real. Let's be honest. If we want to go, if we want to talk about Mexico and American black, white, it is, hey, yo, back in the days, the Irish and the Jews was the best fighters. There's no more white great fighters. Who's the white American champion right now? So it's not a disrespect. It's just the facts. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts right now. And I understand why people get emotional. Yo, you can ask me several years ago. I said Dominican boxing is trash. I would say it like, yo, it's trash. Bro, it was. But right now, think about it. Dominican boxing right now is the best that's ever been, right? Just like the white American boxing is the worst that it's ever been, right? You know, everybody gets their shot, right? Everybody gets their fight, their hometown hero. Mexicans is all the way. They got Canelo Alvarez. They got a king. So before Canelo Alvarez, there is a Oscar de la Hoya. There is a Fernando Vargas. There is the Juan Francisco Estrada. There is the Navarrete coming up. There is Morales, Marquez, Barea. There is Salvador Sanchez. See, the Mexicans is always up. They're always here. But right now, the Puerto Rican boxing is not where it needs to be. And hopefully Subriel Matias is that guy that brings that type of energy of the Tito Trinidad of Cotto. We don't know that yet. We haven't seen him perform in front of the Puerto Rican crowd in New York City. I think his management or promotion did a little... I don't think they did a great job. I think they now going to do a hell of a job with the signing with Matchroom Boxing. But I don't think they was moving him very, very good. They were supposed to put him in the East Coast. Right now, they would have put Subriel Matias in the East Coast in his last several fights. He would have been he would have been a guy that says, you know what, I'm A-side. I could pack Madison Square Garden. We don't even know if he could pack Madison Square Garden. He hasn't even fought in the Hulu Theater. At least Edgar Berlanga fought in the Hulu Theater. Like, even Top Rank catered to the fan base for the Puerto Rican fan base. Hey, yo, even Christina Cruz has performed in New York City more than Subriel Matias as a Puerto Rican princess. And they did her dirty. Low Nose Boxer said trade Edgar and Josue Vargas and Rick Ross for Tio. See, but that's what Low Nose Boxing. Tell the people because Low Nose Boxing, you've been to Teofimo Lopez fights in Madison Square Garden. Do the Puerto Rican, and Low Nose Boxing is Puerto Rican. Shout out to Low Nose Boxing and subscribe to his channel. Low Nose Boxing. Does the Puerto Rican support Teofimo Lopez? Does Teofimo Lopez got more Puerto Rican fans than even Subriel Matias? Have you seen that? Yes or no? Look, and this is going to be unbiased. He's Puerto Rican. Let me see if he's going to vouch what I'm saying, because I go to Teofimo Lopez fights in the East Coast. Who's holding the Puerto Rican fan base down outside of Manny Serrano? Who's holding the Puerto Rican fan base? Who's keeping them engaged? Let me know, Low Nose Boxing. Let me say something. Cotto can fight now in a comeback and knock out. Stop it, Carlos. Stop it. I know, look, guys. I understand. Look, we got legends. I'm gonna get to that remark. Punch will practice his clinch. Yeah, you will practice your clinch right now. Your favorite fighter is Josue Vargas. That's what you told me. He's like, hey, yo, Punch, yo, watch this Josue Vargas, yo, he's on the come up. Yeah, right. He was on the come up doing something else. He said, let me say something. Cotto can fight now in a comeback and knock out Tio. See, this is what it is that we become slave to the past. Like, so now everybody in the past beats everybody today. I understand that. That's how we always feel. Right? That everybody in the past could beat the fighters of today. Because they're Terminators back then. Yo, Cotto had flaws too, bro. Cotto at 140 and Teofimo Lopez at 140 will be a hell of a fight. Teofimo Lopez is more skillful than Miguel Cotto. But I love Miguel Cotto. Maybe Miguel Cotto wins. Maybe Teofimo Lopez wins. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's not like Cotto was this untouchable force. You know what I'm saying? He took L's. He got dropped. He gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Tio's overall skill set is better than Cotto. But Cotto is also a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? He has an elite skill set. That would have been a wonderful fight. But this is not like, oh my God, he's going to kill Tio. Stop. I respect the past, but I respect the greatness of what fighters today are doing. I respect Bam Rodriguez. I respect a Tio. I respect a Shakur. I respect David Benavidez. I respect these young fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to every legend in the past beats everybody today. Yo, come Punch, but he was around way better than. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on. We being a slave to the past. Cotto was dope. Cotto was good, man. I was a fan of Cotto, bro. Cotto made me feel like I'm Puerto Rican. Was Puerto Rican, brother. I supported Cotto. Because I'm a New Yorker. Cotto was like our guy. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, he was like the Latino guy on the East Coast for us. You know what I'm saying? But come on, guys. Like he wasn't this entire. It's almost like Tito Trinidad. Tito Trinidad was. I thought that Oscar de la Hoya beat Tito Trinidad. I like Tito Trinidad, but how many times did we see Tito Trinidad get hurt, get buzzed, get knocked down? How many times we saw Tito Trinidad Senior had to smack his son to wake up? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to be a slave to the past. We don't always have to use legends and Hall of Famers in the past to shit on fighters today. They already got their legacy. Where these guys, Tio just turned 26. He's heading to his prime right now. You know what I'm saying? Look what he's accomplished already. Mob con los 10 pesos de super chari, body, gay. I love Cotto. I love Tito Trinidad. I love his energy. I don't think that charisma, the Hector Camacho, he's from Harlem, baby. He's from Harlem. The Puerto Rican fighters. They show love, and then I only show they came to my city and show love. But they from my city. Hector Camacho is who, yo, out of all the fighters, Hector Camacho is the fighter that embodied New York City Latinos. You know what I'm saying? Hector Camacho was us. Hector Camacho was still in the projects as a champion. You know what I'm saying? Spanish Harlem, let's go. You already know. Hector Camacho as a champion was still living in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Hector Camacho is, Hector Camacho is us. Look, Hector Camacho, and I told this to Oscar de la Hoya when I saw him. Hector Camacho started this, the Latinos that was born here. You know what I'm saying? He was like the godfather. And Oscar de la Hoya, being American Latino, you know what I'm trying to say, American Latinos, the Latinos that was not born in their parents' country. You know what I'm saying? Hector Camacho embodied the American Latinos. He was the guy. He was the first. And Oscar de la Hoya took it to a whole nother level. He was the icon. He the one that gave us an identity, because I said a long time ago, I said that Oscar de la Hoya, Hector Camacho started, but Oscar de la Hoya was the guy that gave American Latinos a voice. And when I'm talking about American Latinos a voice, is that how many times, if you were Latino and you was born here, how many times that if you're a Puerto Rican or you're a Dominican or you're a Mexican, and the Mexican that was born in Mexico would be like, you're not real Mexican, or Dominican that was born in Dominican Republic is telling Dominican that was born here, you're not real Dominican, tú eres dominicano, tú eres americano, tú eres un gringo y toda esa vaina. And the same, si tú eres un gringo, tú eres negro, tú eres un cocolo. For the Puerto Rican, you're not really Puerto Rican, you're not Boricua, you're New York. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia is not the Puerto Rican like Subriel Matias. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't get that type of love. He tried. They tried to put him out there in Puerto Rico and fight. But Danny Garcia just couldn't captivate that kodo because he's not from the island. You feel me? But Hector Camacho was a whole different type of beast. And he talked shit. As a matter of fact, I see Hector Camacho and Teofimo Lopez pause than any other fighter. If I have to compare Teofimo Lopez to any legend, Diablo, ese Hector Camacho. He come from that cloth. If you really think about it, Teofimo Lopez come from the cloth of the Hector Camacho, New Yorican, but New York Latino. He comes from that cloth. Entertaining, talk, brashy. You remember when they got on Tito 3? Remember when they got on Hector Camacho when he was talking like us? Hey, yo, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like this. And people try to say that he's racist one time. And even the black people was like, nah, man, he's one of us. He could talk like that. Feel me? Remember when people try to get on in the news on Hector Camacho because he used the word nigga? Remember? Y'all don't remember that? Back in the days? You know what you talking about, man? I ain't trying to be no racist. You know what I'm saying? This is the way I talk, man. This is the way I talk my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hector Camacho was the shit. The same thing they did to Hector Camacho, they would try to do. Some channels, this pro-black channels was trying to do to Teofimo Lopez when he talks like that. Hey, yo, man, this nigga Haney is crazy. And they try to point him and his father racist. Remember when he told to his son, knock that nigga out to Nakatani, and then Andre Wall, all these guys got on Teofimo Lopez, and they started calling him a racist. Y'all don't remember that? Come on. Rap Start Boxing Out is the voice of the UK, London, bruv. Let me see if I had that video here once before. The Hector Camacho video. Camacho did call Tyson a nigga. Yeah. Hello, those boxer. Camacho was the shit. Mike Tyson. Ain't nobody embodied New York boxing like Camacho and Tyson. But remember, Mike Tyson as a kid, he left to the Catskill. Camacho stood in the projects as a champion, bruh. Nobody represented New York, New Yorkers, Puerto Rican from America. Nobody represented it like Hector Camacho. He was hood. He was the people's champ. He was a champion living in the projects. He was the shit. Puerto Ricans means a lot in the sport of boxing. The Puerto Rican fan base is needed in the sport of boxing. And this is why I would give Subriel Matias a pass. Because I'm giving Subriel Matias a pass where in all reality, let me keep it real. I don't want Subriel Matias to fight Teofimo Lopez right now. No. I want Subriel Matias to be given the opportunity to captivate the Puerto Rican fan base. Because as a boxing fan, I know what boxing needs. And boxing needs the Puerto Rican fan base in America. If we're saying that boxing is dying, let me tell you like this, and I'm keeping it all the way real. Maybe a lot of people ain't going to tell you this. I'm keeping it all the way real. The reason why, there's another element why boxing in America is dying. I'm going to keep all the way real. Nobody's going to say this, but your boy. A big chunk of the support in this side of the pond is the Puerto Rican fan base. When you have the American fighters and you have Americans and you have the Mexican and the Mexican fan base that's alive and well, the Puerto Rican held the Puerto Rican held half of this country, bro. And now we don't have them. That's a big chunk of support. Puerto Ricans buy pay-per-view. Puerto Rican buy pay-per-view more than Americans. Because the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans are the most loyal, supportive fan base in boxing in America. If boxing is dying, it's because that big element, that support, they waiting for it. And this is why now Subriel, they like, yo, Subriel Matias, please be the one. Please be the one. Because if it's not you, who else? Who's going to be? Who's coming up? Other than Xander Zayas. Because if it's not Subriel Matias, everything is on the shoulders of Xander Zayas. Everything. And let me tell you like this. It is not going to be easy. Because the division that he's in right now is the deepest division in the sport of boxing. And this is the reason why I don't think a lot of people got confidence in Xander Zayas. Not because of him. It's because who's in 154? He said, Punch, are there any Ricans left in NYC? There's a lot of Puerto Ricans, man. You know when you see all the Puerto Rican fans? When Tio fights. That's my point. All the Puerto Rican fans come. You know when you see them? When Tio fights. Now that Subriel Matias, put him over here, and you're going to see. This is what I know. I'm giving Subriel Matias, as a boxing fan, I'm giving him a pass because I know, and I know how much the Puerto Rican people deserve their star. Subriel Matias fight Liam Paru in Puerto Rico. Gone to the Puerto Rican fan base. Then fight Richardson Hitchens from Brooklyn, New York. You fight him right here in New York City. Beat the crap out of Richardson Hitchens. I think that Subriel Matias will wipe the floor with Richardson Hitchens. That's what I'm saying. Subriel Matias will wipe the floor with Richardson Hitchens. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, he don't got no pop, and I think he could walk through them. He could walk through them shots. I don't think that he could walk through Teofimo Lopez shots, but I think he could walk through Richardson Hitchens shots. And Richardson Hitchens talk a lot. And Subriel Matias going to talk a lot. New York, Brooklyn, Puerto Rico, boom. And then 2025, Puerto Rican Day Parade, Subriel Matias, Teofimo Lopez, the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, pay-per-view, pack Madison Square Garden. That's it. Yeah. If Subriel Matias play his part and Teofimo Lopez beats Jermaine Ortiz in a spectacular fashion, whoever he fights next, beat him in spectacular fashion, guess Subriel Matias? Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez is bigger than Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Right now, Devin Haney and Tio is bigger than Subriel Matias and Tio. But if the things is played out like I just said, Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez will do better numbers. I'm saying it right now. If it plays out the way that I imagine that it plays out, that Tio whoops, Jermaine Ortiz is behind. He gets another fight. Whoever whoops his behind, whether it's Arnold Barbosa, whatever, Jose Ramirez or whatever, whoop his behind. Subriel Matias whoops Liam Peru and then whoops Richardson Hitchens. That fight would do more than Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. Mark my words, I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it a year and a half early. Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez with the promo already. Look, the ball is already rolling already. The ball's already rolling. Look, a lot of Puerto Ricans already. Oh, yo, Teofimo Lopez said this. Hey, yo, they're already talking. Yeah, so Matias want to kick his ass. So Teofimo Lopez wanted that ass. Pause. By next year, this fight, Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez, New York City, Madison Square Garden, Puerto Rican Day Parade, June, summer. Hey, yo, will be the biggest event in boxing. It will sell more than Tank. It will sell more than Canelo Alvarez, any other fight outside of David Benavidez. As a matter of fact, it'll give David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez a run for its money. I'm saying it right now. I'm not even capping. I'm not even capping. Because there is an element of Subriel Matias is an aura that he's a killer. Teofimo Lopez, his skillful, his legacy, his accomplishment, and he got vulnerability. Which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up? Ever since the Camboso fight, it's always going to be which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up. In the end of the day, this is good for boxing. Let me see what the what the post says. Do you agree with Teofimo Lopez's statement? Puerto Ricans are easy to beat. 17% says, I hate that he said it, but is right. Hell no. FTO 23%. Today's PR fighters, yes, but past, no. 23%. It's just promo. He don't mean it. 38%. So yes, most of the people feel like it's just promo. And me knowing Teofimo Lopez, knowing his heart, knowing his competitive nature, I know that Teofimo Lopez is promoting. Some of it could be true. I'm not saying that he doesn't feel like he could beat anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think that Subriel Matias feel like he could beat anybody. And if they be like, yo, can you beat any Honduras? And I think Subriel Matias I'll beat any Honduras, any Mexican, any Puerto Rican, any Dominican, any black, any white. Every fighter gonna feel like that. So I know Teofimo Lopez knows his fan base. He knows, and he knows what he's up against. He knows who is in line, who's a potential big fight. And to make it big, either you're going to be the hero or either you're going to play the villain. And right now, Subriel Matias is not a villain. Subriel Matias is liked right now. Subriel Matias is being supported in rapid numbers. I remember Subriel Matias had like how many? Like 6,000 followers in IG. And this year, it just shoot up. Like in the last, 5 months, now Subriel Matias got how many followers? I remember Subriel Matias had like 6,000 followers only on IG. Now Subriel Matias has. You see how many Subriel Matias? Look at that. Subriel Matias now have 100K. Subriel Matias now have 100K. He never had this. I'm telling y'all, I follow Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias didn't have more than 6K, man. He had almost the same shit that I had on IG. Look at Savage. Yeah, man. No, and is Adrian Broner racist? No. Exactly. When Adrian Broner said anybody can get it, Africans, Americans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Dominicans, he said everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just promo. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like that Teofimo Lopez in promoting this fight is going to be the villain. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the villain. I know that the press conference is right now with Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz. Let me see if they started already. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis versus Jose Pedraza. I think there's a wonderful fight for Keyshawn Davis. It's going to be a tough fight. He should have had that fight last year. That should have been his first main event. But of course, let me see. Let me see if they started this already. Let me see. All right, they're not on the podium right now. Shout out to Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason is going to be a good fighter. Punch, you wouldn't be saying that if Tio was talking about Dominican boxers like that. What do you mean, Rub? I break it out unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, my brother. Like, I don't understand. Like, yo, Rubsky, you've been following my channel enough. Dominicans came at me, pause, saying, yo, why you not saying that Hector Luis Garcia is going to do good? Why you not giving him why you not giving Edo de los Santos props versus Shakur Stevenson? Like, what are you talking about? I said that Hector Luis, I said that Javante Tank Davis is going to turn el Dominicano, ese plátano como un totone. He's going to he's going to chop him, fry him, cook him, and eat him alive. And I said the same thing about Shakur Stevenson, the Puerto Rican versus Dominican fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like I'm not emotional like that, Rubsky. This is boxing, bro. This is boxing. This is boxing. I understand the element. I understand when they're trying to sell a fight. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. You think I got mad when Adrian Broner says I beat American, Africans, Dominicans, all that stuff? I ain't got mad at Adrian Broner. Come on, man. If we understand the sport of boxing, we understand that it's tribal. We understand that it's nationalities. We understand that if Mexican is fighting a Puerto Rican, what they gonna say? It's Puerto Rican versus Mexican, a tradition, the tradition and rivalry and stuff like that. Do Mexican hates Puerto Ricans? Do Puerto Ricans hate Mexicans? No, it's just sports. So no, I wouldn't feel a type of way if Teofimo Lopez said that about Dominicans. I wouldn't feel a type of way. It's boxing, and he's trying to sell a fight. He said, look what he said, when Top Rank, they could keep the black fighters. You know what I'm saying? There were certain black folks that didn't like it, and there were certain black folks that understood. You know what I'm saying? His frustration when Floyd Mayweather said about they could keep the Latino, not to keep, like when he said that they only show love to Latino fighters and stuff like that. Come on, man. It is what it is, man. I go for skills, man. I go for the people that are preserving the sport of boxing, and Teofimo Lopez is preserving the sport of boxing, and Subriel Matias is a champion. Of course, he hasn't done nothing compared to Teofimo Lopez, but hey, I want him to do something to make a big fight with Teofimo Lopez. I'm not even mad at Tio. He should feel like that. I can't wait to win money after Haney boxes his head off, though, Benjamin Martinez says. We're going to see. We're going to see. I think that Tio beats Haney too. I think Tio beats Haney. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez represents New York City, man. Yeah, he represents New York City, Latinos all over the world. You know what I'm saying? When Tio stopped Comey, I was there. The garden erupted as if a Kodo. Yeah, Lono's boxing. Teofimo Lopez stole the show because that was the same fight that Bud Crawford fought Mean Machine. That was Teofimo Lopez. That was a pro Teofimo Lopez crowd. Put it this way. The Puerto Ricans showed up for Amanda Serrano versus Heather Hardy. And I remember when they finished their fight, a lot of people left because they didn't even know who Devin Haney and Zul Abdulalev was. More people left in the main event. Amanda Serrano had more fans in New York City than Devin Haney when Devin Haney faced Abdul Abdulalev. When it was Amanda Serrano versus Heather Hardy. I've been supporting Teofimo Lopez for a long time, Puerto Rican. But if you make this a racial thing, that's a fight. He won't win. He's not making it a racial thing. He's just making it a boxing thing, just like Keith Thurman made it. This what it means. This what it is. Let's be real. And I said in the beginning, William, let's be real. William Morales, let's be real. The Puerto Rican fighters right now is nothing compared of yesterday's fighter. The Puerto Rican. And look, sometimes I start by saying we because, you know, from New York, I know when there's a Puerto Rican star, they make their stamp here. And every Latino supports that Puerto Rican star. You know what I'm saying? But we haven't had that. We haven't had that. The closest thing is Teofimo Lopez. And everybody in New York or this side of the country understands that. Cotto was the last real one for real. He was. Now is Subed going to be that one? But Teofimo Lopez is also understanding that there is a shift. There is a shift that now there's a new fan base that's gravitating, and even the people that supported him is gravitating towards Subriel Matias. And Teofimo Lopez is Hondureño. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember when Bernal Hopkins threw the flag? Of course, man. We was talking about that. William Morales. Of course, we was talking about that. Hey, yo, this is how the legend, Tito Trinidad, feels about Teofimo Lopez as the undisputed.
Desde Puerto Rico te saluda Félix, Tito, Trinidad. De verdad que te deseo siempre todo lo mejor. Feliz año nuevo, 2021. Que Dios te colme de muchas bendiciones a ti y a toda tu familia. Y sigue hacia adelante, campeón indiscutible de las 135 libras. Teofimo López. Adelante, campeón.
Yo, give me one second. Feliz Verdejo dropped the ball. Yeah, he did. Feliz Verdejo dropped the ball. Who else dropped the ball? What's his name? Is it Mercado? Remember, he used to be signed to Miguel Cotto. What's his name? Is it Mercado? The one that he got knocked out with a body shot. He was supposed to be. I think he was supposed to be the next. Is it Mercado? If I'm getting his name right, Mercado. Is it Mercado? That he was signed to Miguel Cotto. And he got knocked out with a body shot. Let me see. Did he retire? Now, that was the guy that people talk about weak to the body. That guy was weak to the body. Let me see. Who's his fighters? That he got knocked out by, was it Kwa? What's his name, man? What's his name that he got knocked out with a body shot like several years ago? Damn. Is it Mercado? Sign. Stop hating on Puerto Rican flavor. Puerto Ricans are easy to beat. I mean, right now, maybe. Machado. Yes. Thank you. Let me see. Nah, it wasn't this guy, better. Not Mercado. It's still saying Mercado. Nah, it's not this one. Not Mercado. Man, what's the guy's name? Put some respect on Teofimo Lopez's name. Shout out to Pablo. Yeah, man. Tio, that guy. Bruce Gas, boxing was good. Salute. Chino 160 in the building. Was good. Chino with the $2 super chat for the Plátanos. Con la bandera de República Dominicana. Low Nose Boxer said American Ricans from Philly. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you with a $2 super chat. Low Nose Boxing said American Ricans from Philly and New York right now are better than Ricans from the island. Hey, yo, man, maybe there's a lot of good fighters, but I'm telling you like this, a lot of promoters are not investing in fighters like they used to as well. So, you know, they ain't giving no guarantees like that. They ain't giving a lot of bonuses and things of that nature. But hopefully, you know, Puerto Rican boxing is going to come around again. You know, they got some good Puerto Ricans coming up, and hopefully, we got what was his name? The champion that won last week in the lower division and stuff like that. But we need him in the welterweight division, in the lightweight division, 154. So Xander Zayas, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he gets stronger. He start making more statements. Tio speaks about top-ranked black fighters now. He speaks about PR fighters. Something wrong with the brother. Can't wait to see Matias against Tio coming soon. He's going to get his. So he's going to get his because he's talking that ish. You know what I'm saying? He's hey, Alberto Machado. Machado. See, Tio and Ortiz speaking right now. Hold on. Let me see what they're talking about right now. Let's see what they're talking about right now. Let's see what they're talking about right now. Give me a sec. Yeah, Top Rank be flagging now. So you matter of fact, I'm gonna go live later on anyway. I'm gonna go live later on tonight. I'm gonna go live later on tonight. So I'm gonna go live later on tonight. Let's watch this press conference, and I'm going live later on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're going live again. We're going to be recapping everything, and we're going to be talking about also. We're going to be talking about also the heavyweight division and stuff like that. No more undisputed. We got to wait for May. Who's going to be next for Canelo Alvarez? We're still hearing about Canelo versus Bud and Charlo and one of those and stuff. We're going to keep on talking. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Tune in again. Thank you for the people that showed up. We're going to go back. We're going to go live again, and hopefully we got a special surprise. Maybe Tio show up on Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go. Let's see. Y'all already know we're back. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Show up. Let's watch this press conference.